Welcome back to this part of the video. If you recall, we just went through Penguin's hideout and fought the Penguin guys and destroyed the militia ambush that was here. Now we need to go to over there to Founder's Island to go to Stagg's airships, but first there's a watchtower there that we need to take down. So we'll just head on over there.
Stagg's airship's been hooked and tethered. We're reeling him in.
Good. Get in there, find Stagg.
Basically, this is just a point A to point B kind of thing. There are a couple ways of doing it. I haven't really routed getting from point A to point B here that well. I don't think this is the best movement, but this is easy enough for me to do, so I just do it this way. So basically, the marker is actually the building next to the watchtower. We don't actually have to go to the market. We can just go straight to the watchtower. So there's a guy here with a drone. So this is on hard, so I'll silent takedown him. The second guy, take him down as well. You can do a loud takedown as well. Batarang this guy. Take him down. Now you're gonna have these two guys here. They may walk in different directions. If they do, just take one of them out. The other guy will come back. Batarang, and then take him down. So this fight, so I did this on hard, but it's basically the same on easy as well.
To disable the tower.
Except you just don't need to be nearly as careful on easy. So we'll take down this watchtower. So we have this dialogue. So what you want to do is you want to stand about here. You want to basically face so that you're able to zoom in and grapple to this point right here. So you grapple and then cancel, and then you can actually get a lot of height. If you have a good grapple cancel, you can actually grapple straight to the top, but I didn't have that great of a one, so I got up to the second one, which is good enough. So now we get our remote hacking device. So now once we have our remote hacking device, basically just follow the marker to Stagg's airship. So this is Stagg Alpha. So on the map, it'll say Stagg Alpha when we actually go into it. So hack this. So this one is biochemistry. Just remember that. You don't need to remember it. It's just a hack. The hacks are random. The words are not random, but the positions of the dials are. So you go here. So yeah, you can see that this says, oops, yeah, Stagg Airship Alpha, and then the other one is Stagg Beta. So this grate you can't go through it. You have to backclaw it. So we'll go in here. So now we have the hacking device. We're supposed to download the codes from this drone guy, and then electrocute them. So you do that, hack this guy, which is proteins. So talk to Alfred. Cancel the dialogue. So now we get to the airship.
Now have full rotation.
We're able to rotate it. So
however,
this
is will only work within a certain range.
So you can move this box in any direction. I move it in that direction to break that window just because that's what you do in the other categories. So here, so tilt it to the left. And then for this guy, you can do it standing about right here. And so tilt it, lock it, and tilt again. So now one interesting thing is we're gonna walk through this hole in the bottom, and once you get that autosave, it triggers a glitch where you're on easy and normal. You're able to one-hit KO people, like we saw in the Miyagani tunnel, and on hard, you're able to two-hit KO them. So right now I'm gonna switch to. I'll just switch to easy for now, just to show you what happens. So first we have this guy, and the sword brute. We have to beat him down. On easy, what I do is I literally just beat him down all the way. Because I don't do a combo takedown, because the combo takedown has a very slow animation at the end. Then you hack this.
Those soldiers have got Stagg, and from the look of him, he won't last much longer. I need to save him.
Where are the files?
I'm not
So on
telling
easy,
you.
because you have the one-hit KO, you can just fly down here. Yeah, see. Yeah, then battering. Yeah, so that's kind of how you do this on easy. So
Are you sure all of these men are
on
incapacitated?
hard, I'll kind of I'll show now, like sort of what to do on hard for this same section. So let's go. I think it's this. See if this save works. Oh no. So let's. Fortunately, I backed up the right save, so I'll just use that. Okay, so again, right now we're still on easy, so let me change it to hard. Oh no, we're on hard. Okay. So we do that. Stand about right here, and then it's like kind of weird. I really don't like this. It's very easy not to be able to hit that. So on hard, you can beat this guy down all the way. I forget. So it takes, I think, 20 hits. It's decent. In easy it takes 13. On hard it takes 20. So you can just do that. So elements. So on hard you don't have one-hit KOs, you have two-hit KOs. So what I like to do on hard is I like to actually throw a smoke pellet.
Telling you.
You want us to cut off your fingers? I don't mind. We start. You, hit Mr. Stagg some more.
And then do a fear takedown. try to take down the big guy as quickly as possible, and then do our thing with our batarangs. So yeah, that's kind of how you do the fight on hard. So if you, the key thing to note is that the 1-hit or 2-hit KO
Are you sure all of these
persists
men are
until you reload checkpoint, and then it also goes away at some point in the future. I'll point that out when we get there. So if we were to reload on easy or hard, we wouldn't be able to do the 1-hit KO.
Certainly not under these circumstances.
So now we talk to Stagg. We're gonna have these, basically this weird Joker thing. These guys start standing up. So one thing is that when you start punching these guys, there's like a slowdown. Yeah, so you saw there, it slowed down on some of the punches. So it's actually better to not punch these guys. Oh, so what I do instead is I like to just slide kick them. It doesn't really matter. Then when the Jokers start spawning, to cape stun them, you knock them over without having any of those slowdown animations. So then this guy's gonna attack you. Get him off you.
Target is secured. We're bringing him to Arc 2. Over.
Batman! No!
Quiet! Wave confined.
So now
That's the
Stagg's
last
going
time
to the
you'll
other
see
airship, so we need to follow him. So this next part, you get this to tilt the airship. So what you have to do then is walk over this to trigger this Alfred dialogue. It saves a little bit of time because if you trigger it later, you have to do that anyway. So then what you do is you grapple up here. So it's hard to see. So what you want to do is you want to turn this guy to basically to this. You want to flip this one first. So, because right now we want to tilt the airship to the left. So now that it's flipped, now what we want to do is we want to then lock. So we want to lock this guy. We want to lock this guy. We want to lock this guy, and we want to lock this guy. So that's what we are trying to do. So when you start out, so when you start out, this guy is locked. So you unlock it, tilt the airship to the left. Then while it's tilting, then lock the guy on the right. Lock. This guy should be locked. So then lock this guy. Lock this guy, lock this guy, and then tilt it to the right, and then you'll have a nice path to the end of the containers. So yeah, now we have a nice path. We don't have to do anything.
Chemicals, Batman. You merely delayed the inevitable. Gotham is mine to do with.
So now we have another hack.
And the same can be said of your friend. Poor little Barbara Gordon. Close your eyes. Can you see her? Cowering.
Okay, so so we have a Predator room coming up. What I want to show is first how to do it on easy, and then I want to show how to do it on hard. So I'm going to do that. So grapple up here, and this is the Predator.
So, we still pals? Friends for life.
So on easy, remember we still have the 1-hit KO. So first what we do is we do a fear takedown on these two guys. go to detective vision. When this medic climbs up, backclaw him. Then we can take this guy down. And then, because we have the one-hit KO, we can take these guys out super quickly just by punching. So, on easy, at least while we have the one-hit KO ability, you want to just punch. So yeah, that's how you do that Predator on easy.
Defenses.
So I'm going to now restart and do the Predator on hard, because on hard you don't have the one-hit KO, so you kind of need to do the Predator similarly. So notice now that we restarted, we're no longer going to have any 1 or 2 hit KO, and I'm going to change this to hard. So you start out the same. You start out with this fear takedown on these guys. So take it down. Get detective vision again. Oops. This isn't accurate. Because we restarted, the positions of the people change a little bit. I'm gonna try to see if I can make it accurate. So there's this medic here. We want him to be somewhat far along, so let's try now. And then yeah, so the medic's gonna come up. So you then what you do is you have this guy who has the detector. You're going to wait for him to basically come up here. And so I like to batarang and then take him out. So then the rest of the guys, so this guy here.
On the window, port side. Yeah, I'll meet you there. Target's mobile. You hear that? You're running towards.
So yeah, something like that is kind of how to do it on hard. So
to disable the airship's
you need to be a lot more careful. I like to get to vantage points in order to do that. So now we need to get Stagg's handprint.
The weapon system controls are locked behind a scanner keyed to Stagg's fingerprints. Without a clean set of his prints, I'm locked out. Maybe the CCTV
So I'll
camera
go to this
feed can
first
help
TV.
me. I should scan
gonna
the footage
be
to see if
here.
Stagg's hands... Stagg will have left a handprint on the floor
to the
there.
next
I should
TV.
check for other places he touched.
Scan here.
He touched the floor after he was thrown down the stairs.
Go to the
I
next
should
TV.
search for more prints.
Scan here.
He touched that railing when he steadied himself. I should
And the
find more
final
prints to
one
reconstruct
and
a full set.
Scan here.
Stagg left a handprint near the exit to the room.
So now when you scan the
I know where
handprints,
Stagg left his prints. Now I just have to scan those locations.
you have you can scan the
what's the
first
deal
one
here?
just from where you're standing.
Reconstructing a
I've got an
magic
index
So likewise,
fingerprint here. Three
go
local
back from
security
detective
systems
mode,
sign
run
Stagg's
to
fingerprints.
here,
Without them, I'm
and you
locked
can
out.
scan from basically anywhere on the
I've
stairs.
been able to reconstruct Stagg's middle fingerprint. 2 spots left to
Then
scan.
scan this.
I've completed
And then for the last
reconstruction
one,
of
this
Stagg's
one is a little
thumbprint.
more
One
important.
side left.
You can start scanning it basically from this tile that I'm standing on right now. If you're on this tile, you can't really scan it, but you walk onto this tile and you can scan it. So scan it from basically the edge of that tile,
I've got
and you'll
the
be
full
able to
set.
scan it.
I should be able
So
to
now
access
we go
Stagg's
back
computer
to
system
here.
now.
So you're going to use a reconstruction of Staggy's handprint to access the computer?
That's the weapons dealt with. Scarecrow's next.
So I'm gonna do this next fight on
When you're
hard,
done,
just without.
attack his online dating profile.
So okay, so when you're here, glide a little bit, because you're gonna have this dialogue that shows up. If you don't glide, you land on this platform. While you're canceling this dialogue, you can walk forward, and it's a little bit faster. So now we have a fight coming up. I'll just do it on hard. On easy, you kind of just do the same thing as before. You rely on your one-hit KO. On hard, you don't have a one-hit KO, so I like to start out with the smoke pellet again and do the fear takedown.
What the hell did you do to me? Help you.
Yeah, so be careful of these electric guys. They don't show up in detective vision.
The malicious combat suits can
So
temporarily
if you
carry
hit them,
electric
you take
charge.
damage. It's
I won't be able
annoying.
to hit them when they're in that state.
So yeah, let's oops. Okay, so now we have this next tank upgrade. So you have a choice between the EMP and CPU virus. I highly recommend getting the CPU virus because it'll be very useful for the Cobra tanks down the line. So get that. And whereas the EMP, I don't use the EMP at all, even in like any runs except for one of the Riddler trophies. So this one's nucleic acids. So actually for this you can, there's like a zoom in that happens that you can avoid if you run fast enough and glide. So I just did that, avoided that zoom in. So now we do this fight. It would be easier with the 2-hit KO, but we don't have it, so you just make do with what you have.
Look out! He's no match for you! What the?
Okay, so I'm gonna end this video here. I will resume because I want to show the next Predator with the one-hit KO upgrade on easy before showing it on hard. So I'm gonna end this video here and cover that in the next part. So thanks for watching this. Looking forward to seeing you again later.